My leftism comes from my evaluation of the world, the study of its systems, and the rejection of the status quo. I'm not a leftist because it sounds nice to give everybody health care. I'm a leftist because I understand that our existence depends on the destruction of capital. You're a leftist because you're a nice person who leads with empathy. That's most of you. I would call you kind of constitutional leftists, meaning leftism just seems to make intuitive sense to you. It's just the right thing to do. We should care for one another. We should have empathy for one another. That's a lot of you. And I think that that type of leftist is very important. It's very important. I am not that type of leftist. My leftism comes from a place of active engagement with the world, not because I am a nice person who wants to do nice things. I think one of the problems with the constitutional leftists is that you don't like confrontation and you don't like fighting. Well, you need to learn, because scum like these Zionist genocide defenders are not going to be persuaded by your evidence, your rationality, or your attempts at eliciting empathy. They have none, and they have contempt for you having it. They think, on the right, that you having empathy is what makes you weak. They think, on the right, that you caring about people you don't know is stupid. They think that you're not going to fight. They think they're going to dominate you through force because you're naive and you won't see it coming. That's what the right believes. So if you believe all that nice shit about all humanity being valuable and we need to care for one another and be empathetic for one another and build a better society together, then you need to get a gun and you need to learn how to use it. And you need to start learning about small squad tactics, because if you don't, then all that nice talk is just that talk. And if you're like one of those people who shouldn't have a gun for a variety of reasons, which I totally respect, then you need to hook up with people that can get guns and figure out how you're going to support those people. You may not be able to have a gun, but you know what? You could build a little secret compartment for people to hide in. You need to start looking at the world a little bit differently, because we've entered a new phase. I thought naively that when Joe Biden won, that we were going to possibly have a little bit of a lower pressure moment, that our politics was not going to be descending into the level of depravity that it was on course for under Trump. I was wrong. It's accelerated. And thus, your response needs to accelerate. They're never going to be humane. They're never going to be persuaded. Look at the way they treated the Ivy League protesters. These are the most privileged kids in the world. The most privileged kids in the world got the jackboot. Who the fuck do you think you are? Hello everyone, I'm a centrist liberal, and let me say that the first Wolfenstein is too damn hard and I couldn't get past the first level. The enemies won't listen to my reasoned discourse on why their ideology is flawed and just shoot me to death. I have a lot of weapons at my disposal, but killing the Nazis would make me as bad as them. Does anyone have links to a walkthrough that would allow me to keep the moral high ground?